Islands for the Southern Regional College Book. How are you?
Hello.
I welcome the teacher, Tanya Michaelinen, into the studio. I welcome Chelsea Ellison. Welcome. And Jamie McAtavey. Is that it?
Yep.
I know the name McAtamney, but McAtavey's the first one. What's the origin of it? Where is
It's
it?
originally from Katy.
Katy, out the road there. And we're going to talk this morning about. Wow, look at this. May I?
Absolutely.
Oh, look at this. Look what I've got. It's about food. It's about Newry Food Festival. You will forgive me, won't you?
Prepared freshly by students yesterday.
I got. What is that?
You've got a 15 there.
What is that?
15. So it's a selection of our tray bakes. Northern Ireland is well known for its tray bakes, and tray bakes will be featuring in our upcoming food festival in Newry
Wow.
Market.
Wow. And who baked these? The
Chef
students?
and students, yes,
Yeah.
along with Adrian Fitzpatrick, the chef
Okay.
lecturer.
Guys, what are you doing at the college? What are you studying?
Foundation degree in travel and tourism.
Travel and tourism, for both of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is how much of that concentrates on the area of food?
Well, it's more the hospitality side that's focused on food. We have a few hospitality students that are travel and tourism and hospitality students merge.
Yeah.
So we're the travel and tourism students. So we
You're
don't-
merging for this event.
Yeah.
Because if we have a successful Newry Food Festival, they'll come from China to be part of it. Isn't that basically it?
That is the hope.
Now, your role in the college is what, if you would tell me that,
Yeah,
Tanya?
I've been lecturing in the college now for about 12 years.
As which discipline?
Hospitality management.
Yeah.
So I teach on level 2, level 3, and then also foundation degree.
Could
Travel
you-
and- sorry.
No, it's just been me thinking what I can eat again. Could you make a good spaghetti bolognese?
Well, I suppose I'm more the management side and theory side. I'm not
Yeah.
in the kitchens. So I would teach students from customer service,
Yeah.
marketing, business of travel and tourism, responsible tourism, areas
And-
like that, and then events
Yeah.
management.
What is responsible tourism?
Responsible tourism is really caring for the environment, thinking about the destination where you're trying to promote,
Yeah.
so that it's going to be looked after for generations to come. So all businesses have a part to play in that.
This is genuinely lovely. And I don't eat tray bakes, I don't.
And with the foundation degree, I teach events, the principles of events management in semester 1, and then events operations in semester 2. So it gives the students the opportunity to get hands-on experience from creating an event from.
Basic principles, which takes me back to the notion of communication.
Uh-huh.
That's the start of any event
Absolutely.
management. Good communications.
Yeah.
That people have the right expectations, you understand their expectations, and you deliver on the expectations.
Yes,
And it can go so badly wrong.
it can.
Mm.
We're endeavouring to make sure that that is not the case with Newry's first food festival.
Well,
So
of course it won't.
we're
Why
taking
would it?
a very holistic approach.
What do you mean a holistic approach?
Well, we've been liaising really with Newry Mourne District Council.
Mm.
Really, I suppose the idea came about a year and a half ago. Stuart Smith, the licensing officer from the council, came in to talk to students. And then we sort of maybe started to think about other events that we could do in the
Yeah.
past. We've done a lot of fundraising events, comedy nights, pub quiz nights, local music nights. But this year then, when Stuart came back in November and spoke to the students, we were talking about events that are needed within the Newry and Mourne area, and we felt a food festival.
We do need a food festival because, you know, we have some lovely restaurants around
Absolutely,
Newry.
we have a great selection.
Absolutely, indeed. And food is more than just filling your belly. It brings you on a magic carpet to your last holiday in Morocco or wherever, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Where were you two educated?
I went to Portdown College for A levels, and then I came on further to Southern Regional College to study foundation degree from there.
And how did you hear about the Southern Regional College? And why did you choose it ahead of going to Belfast or something like that?
Well, I did apply for university, but the only place I studied travel and tourism up in Coleraine, and I just didn't feel as if I was right enough to go up and live away from home. So coming to Southern Regional College study foundation degree gave me an opportunity to still stay at home, but still be able to go on to university after 2 years here.
Yeah, because it's a foundation degree.
That's right,
Yeah,
so-
which is important because there are so many young people. People assume they want to go, they want to fly the nest immediately. It's not always
Not
the case.
always the case.
No, it's not. It's not. Jamie, you're coming. What was the pathway that took you to this other?
Well, I
college?
came from St Michael's Grammar School in Lurgan.
Yeah.
So I studied A levels in leisure, business studies, and PE. So it was really through leisure that I took an interest in travel and tourism, through setting up an event with an indoor soccer tournament. So I felt like becoming I was the event coordinator of that event. So I really.
How many people? What was the complexity of the coordination?
It was just really looking over the whole tournament.
I love the
on
way
the
you
day.
used the word "just" there. It was just, Mary. It was just.
Well, no, it was kinda-
It wasn't just.
No, it was
a
big
major
deal.
bit of work for
Yeah.
you, young man.
It was, yeah.
Surely, I keep saying this to young people. They say, "What do you do?" Well, I just do this, or I just do that. There's a world out there to tell you you're just.
That's
You're
true.
just. So you're never just. You are the coordinator. You know, and that basically is it.
I did travel and tourism in Portland College for A levels, and I got to do an event management course there as well. I got to
Yeah.
organise a school trip to Paris,
Wow.
and I got to take students to Paris and be like a tour guide when I was over there as well. So I got to have the full experience. I got to organise, promote, market, everything I got to do.
Sell Paris to me in one sentence.
It's absolutely
I'll give you
beautiful.
two. I'll give you two sentences.
There's no words to describe it. Everything is beautiful. It's
I have got
honestly the most beautiful city I've ever been in.
the most beautiful. I've never been to Paris, and I've no desire to go to Paris. Do you think I'm going to die the poorer for that?
Yeah, you definitely need to experience it.
Gotta go.
The whole Parisian lifestyle is amazing.
Food, coffee,
Yeah,
music,
yeah, it's everywhere.
women. Sorry, romance.
The
I mean
women
romance.
don't really interest me.
Romance, I mean. I really romance. So we go from Paris to that other gem of the empire. Sell Lurgan to me in two sentences.
I don't think I could.
You could. We were talking earlier about
Loch Ness.
Loch Ness, the glory of Loch Ness. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you done any event management around Loch Ness?
No, I haven't, unfortunately.
Yeah, lots of things could be done there, I think. So you're obviously pulling people in, Tanya, from
We are.
other
yeah.
areas.
Yeah.
Now that wasn't always the case. It wasn't 10 years ago. It wouldn't have been a top choice place for folk. The college is built, so there's a lot of reputation.
Absolutely, and I suppose with quite a bit of history and working with industry, and also a very big interest in the whole area of food tourism. I mean,
Yes.
in previous years, we've gone on food study visits to West Cork. We've gone on food study visits to the Vouvant region in France. We worked with Newry Morn District Council on putting on a food tourism conference in the college a few years back as well. So I think it's quite timely now. You know, I think Newry's ready for a food festival, given
Very
the
much so.
interest we're getting from local businesses. And also given that next year is going to be the year of food in Northern Ireland.
Yeah,
You know, this is
you're
a-
ahead of the posse.
Well, it's a really good opportunity to have trial it now, learn and improve. It's
Will you forgive
sustainable-
me?
Absolutely.
This is so good. I don't know about the rest. Have some yourselves. No, don't make me feel out of it.
Well, that's a good sign. They were brought here so they could be eaten.
Nice. Lovely. And now I have to talk as well, is the other problem. But you mentioned West Cork. I find Cork, in general, one of the most intriguing and wonderful places that I know. You know, the English market in Cork City, to
yes.
walk around it and see
Yeah.
the food that's there. But the way you're selling this to me, you're a food festival, and the pictorial imagery here, it brings to my mind immediately the English market in Cork.
Yeah.
And it's so the components of the event. Where will the folk come from? What kind of food will be produced? And paint me a picture of that.
Okay. Well, at the moment we've about 10 local restaurants are participating. So we've Sugar Supper Club, and I know they were on last night on Twitter looking for feedback from its customers about what sort of food customers would like to have at the food market.
French onion soup.
French onion soup. There you go.
That's a number one, I tell you.
And then we're going to have really good coffee because with Cafe Creme and with Maya Coffee Company, Grounded are coming on board.
Yes.
We've got, you know, our local bakeries. We've got the Shelburne. We've got
Yeah.
Sunray, which is such an important part of Northern Ireland food and
Absolutely.
traditional, long-established local businesses.
Mhm.
We've got some food producers. We've been promoting the festival on the Food NI website, and they've been really good about getting the message out there. So
Mhm.
we've chutneys, we've oils, we've artisan chocolates, we've pizza dough making companies. So you know, we've got
I
a really
wish-
good mix so
Yeah.
far.
I would love to be able to make pizza dough.
Me too.
Because I've got this memory. I've got this memory from early life of making the dough and then building the pizza. And wherever you go nowadays to get a pizza, they slice the salami or whatever it is into little thin bits. But once upon a time, you got chunky bits of salami and pepperoni,
Yeah.
and it was so good. It was so different, you know. And now you're in your second year, are you,
No.
you
No,
Jamie? No.
We're both
first year.
still
First year,
first
you give the impression of second year because you have a huge confidence, which is nice.
Thanks
You
very
know.
much.
And eventually, you will go to a university somewhere else. Is that how it works?
That's the plan anyway.
The teaching process over there at the college. You're in your first year. It was a big leap for you to come to Newry. Your leap in faith and of confidence in Newry. How would you sum up, each of you in turn? How would you sum up the Newry experience in the Southern Regional College?
Well, for me, I think Newry's a brilliant place. It's just always buzzing on the toe all the time, and even the Newry College is just, the teachers are so supportive. They're so, each for Tanya, Athna, Caroline, and Shirley, they're all really help you out when it comes to assignments, and
And
Yeah.
it has a flavour of university over there,
yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah, it really does. Yeah.
I sense that as well. You, Chelsea?
Well, I'm pretty much I think it's the same for me as Jamie said. Like, you're never on your own. You've always got help if you need it. It's a good range of modules as well. So like, you've always got something different. Like, they're all very different, and so you get a real varied.
It's like a book.
Interest in
It's
the
like a
travel
book
tourism
of different
industry.
chapters,
Yeah.
all making up the story
Yeah.
of your success and what you're doing. But it's interesting they say they're not left on their own. They've got support. To what extent are you not really a teacher? You're a facilitator. You're
Yeah.
there to lift them up and let them fly off into the wind.
Absolutely. I suppose we all take real pride in that, in the teaching team, you know. I mean, classes are small, students get a lot of one-to-one personal attention, and we all want the best for the student. And, you know,
Yes.
the programme's great in that it's only 2 years. They get to do a placement in the first semester of year 2, and students benefit
Where will
so
they
much
Where
from
will
it.
they go for the placements?
All over. I mean, we've had students go to America in the past, students go to
Wow.
Australia.
And are they? Do they have input? Do you guys have input yourselves
Yeah.
into finding a placement?
Yeah.
We're the one who have to sort of organise it ourselves. So we have to make a CV, a cover letter, and just send to companies that we are interested in. And then we just have to wait and hear back from them. They will see if we've been lucky or not.
Well, it's not luck. It's about impressing them and making them say, I must have Chelsea in my business. I must have Jamie in my business. Isn't that
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Do you find that the young people are coming to you are possessed of a good confidence?
I think so, yes. You know, we have a great range of students, you know, and really personable students with so many skills, and it's really about nurturing those skills and developing those skills so they can get the job that they want.
Yeah.
Because there are huge opportunities within travel and tourism and hospitality and tourism, both at home and abroad.
Yeah. Once upon a time, 40 years ago, 30 years ago, people were talking about the leisure industry, tourism and leisure. And I was one of a genre that felt, what is that all about? How can people make money out of tourism and leisure? Suddenly this thing has blossomed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's big.
Yeah.
It is big indeed. Right. I wish you good luck.
Thank
And
you very
let's
much.
let's return as we draw to a close to the festival itself. The dates.
Yeah, Friday.
The 24th of April.
24th. Is it 1 day long or 2 day long or what?
It's 1 day long. It's
1 day?
from 12 till 6.
12 to 6.
Open to the public. And
Yes.
everyone's welcome.
Okay. It's Newry Market. Will people be able to purchase food in there?
Yeah.
So either to eat on the spot
Or
or
to take home.
to
as
take
well.
home artisan breads and stuff. And are you still able to take
Yeah, we would
exhibitors?
We have still some stalls left for food producers, and all they have to do is they can email myself, McAleenan Tea,
Yeah.
at SRC, The contact details are on the SRC website, and if they go on to SRC Twitter at SRC or SRC Facebook, there's information there as well.
SRC at ac.uk, is that one of them?
.ac.uk, that's
Yeah.
the website, yeah.
That's the website, and I remember doing a television program on Bellingham Blue, the cheese,
Yes.
Downcastle Bellingham.
Yes.
You should contact.
We
They're
have
very,
contacted
they're
them,
very
yeah.
good. They're
We'd
very
love
good.
to have them.
They're
We'd love
good.
some cheeses. We don't
Yeah.
have any cheese producers just at the minute.
Yeah. Of course, those new, cheeses are great. But
Absolutely, yeah.
they're not
yeah.
very good for you. You're not supposed to be good for your arteries
Sure.
and stuff. I
A little bit.
I love the way she says, "Oh, sure." You know, goodness gracious. Goodness
I love
gracious.
cheese.
Yeah, I do too, I have to say. Yeah. Port and cheese is very, very good. Now, in, let's say, 6, 7 years' time, where do you want to be, Chelsea?
I want to be abroad.
Whereabouts abroad?
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
Anywhere to get out of this country.
Why do you want out of this country?
Well, this country's great, but I like to travel.
Yeah.
I go on quite a lot of holidays, and I prefer other cultures, so I do. And I just
Wow.
love to get away and sort of enjoy life as I can.
I can't gainsay that in any sense. Jamie, in 7, 8 years' time?
Sitting in the same seat promoting Newry Festival for the 7th year run.
And turning it into what? The greatest festival in Ireland.
Yep, that's it.
Are there any other festivals in Northern Ireland? I'm not sure if there are. Well, you have the farmers' market stuff and all of that.
Yeah, and I think it's definitely gathered a bit of momentum. I know that a new one was launched just in Belfast yesterday.
Yeah.
And I know there's a new food market coming on board. So I can see it happening a lot more, especially with Year of Food next year. So-
Absolutely. Well, we wish you luck. And we wish the Southern Regional College luck. Not that you need it. You're so good at what you do over there. And Brian Doran, we greet you this morning on her sort of great man. You know, he's the top man there. And I remember the days, Brian, we taught together there. And good days they were. So you have all that experience behind you. And your problem about going to be the big boss is you stop teaching. And you start to have to push pens just about all that kind of thing. Any questions you want to ask me before we finish? I think I should give you that opportunity. You can ask me anything you want, anything under the wide heavens.
Would you like to come to the food festival?
Yes, I'll be there.
That's good.
Yeah.
We'll see you there.
And do you know where? Do you know what? I'll go to I'll go to the food festival, and by tea time, then I'll go away, and then the next day I fly off for an extended period in Andalusia.
Oh, very nice.
I thought I'd just say that to make you jealous.
Very
It
jealous.
It worked.
Yeah, Jamie.
Yep.
Any questions?
No, that's really it. The main question: will you be at the food festival?
Okay, sure, that's easy. That's without that. I wish you well.
Thank you very
Thanks for
much.
coming
Thanks
in.
for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. So we thank the folk, Tanya Michaelinen of Warren Point Woman, Chelsea Ellison, and Jamie McAtavey. Thank you all very much indeed for coming in. And we'll bid people farewell, Dee. We'll say farewell to people together. You're going out live at the moment across the world. You're being seen in Abu Dhabi. You're being seen in Melbourne. Or Melbourne, as they say in Australia. You're being seen in Manhattan and on the West Coast as well, across the Great Pond. And we thank you for coming, and haste ye back and come. You've time to arrange a flight across to come to the food festival. Or if you're selling pastrami and rye in Katz or a little delicatessen in Manhattan, come on, take a stall and have a ball. That would be it. Take a stall and have a ball. That's it. Go well, take care. Rowan Hand, I'm back with you tomorrow morning at 7:30. Thanks a lot. Take care.